The King's Dorm is specially brought to you by Devon Kings. It's the one-stop show that will take you on different adventures and open your eyes to different possibilities. In this first season, we will be exploring remakes of popular Nigerian meals. Yeah, I know. You're thinking, what else can be new about food we've been eating since forever? Well, we know you are not tired of that meal. You are just tired of making and eating it the same way. Fried plantain, popularly known as Dodo, has been the subject of many battles on and off social media. It has been questioned, probed, insulted, but it's still very victorious. Conversations around Dodo has ranged from the right type of ripeness for premium plantain, if salt should be added or not, what type of cut goes with what type of meal. It has also been used to test the patience level of people. If you can fry a batch of Dodo without tasting even one, then you can successfully run a company. On today's episode, we have a special chef to give us a new insight on how else we can enjoy plantain.
The first thing that comes to mind when I hear plantain eggs is sweet.
Fat, oil, delicious, yummy.
Okay, so the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear plantain and eggs, breakfast. I mean, it's if you have plantain in the house, just fry egg, and then you're good to go. And you're very quick.
Really delicious, like delicious.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I hear plantain eggs is a nice meal that is a regular average meal.
The ideal time for plantain and egg, I feel, like I said, breakfast, something very quick, and maybe something light.
Whenever you feel like eating it o'clock, there's no time, it's plantain. If you feel like eating plantain, eat it, please.
I would say plantain and eggs is all-around the kind of food. You can have it in the morning, you can have it as lunch, you can have it at dinner, and snacks, whichever way. But it's not specific to any time of the day now.
Cube Dodo or straight cut? I don't have to choose now. As long as it's Dodo, Dodo is Dodo. However it looks, as long as it comes out nice, however you cut it is fine.
As long as it's fried, cubed, straight, slants, anything is fine. As long as it's Dodo.
I don't really care.
Straight cut. It makes me feel as if I'm eating more.
As long as it's plantain, don't care.
I like diced Dodo. So anyone works for me. Straight, diced, anyone works for me. As long as it's not strong, it's not hard. Anyone works for me.
What type of fried egg is best paired with fried plantain? Personally, scrambled eggs. You know that one that you scatter and fry properly? That is the type of egg I like eating with my plantain.
For me, I'll go with plain eggs.
The type of egg I like my plantain is scrambled with pepper inside.
As long as there's something to take with my plantain.
Well, maybe all them eggs that you have sardine, you have pepper, you have is well garnished and everything. I feel like that's the type you should really eat with plantain.
Fried plantain with egg or fried plantain and ketchup. People eat plantain with ketchup. Fried plantain with egg, please.
Who eat fried plantain with ketchup? With eggs, please.
Plantain and egg.
Fried plantain with ketchup. What are you looking for? I'm sorry. Well, if you eat it, I'm sorry. But, that's some new discovery. But fried plantain with eggs, please.
Our chef on today's episode is one of those special people who started their craft from their mother's womb. No jokes, she fell in love with creating meals and mixing flavors from watching her mother as a child. That love carried her through university and through culinary school. On this episode, she's going to let her hands do the magic that our taste buds will enjoy. Let's welcome Chef Zainab.
I'm Zainab Alabi. I'm also known as Chef Zulu, and I'm happy to be back here again. I'm going to be making something I really like, which is fried plantain and eggs. I chose to make fried plantain and eggs because I like changing things majorly. I like varieties. Having a particular food a particular way continuously just kind of comes tiring for me. So I always like to tweak it and do things in a different way. Yeah, somebody did help me come up with this recipe, and it came from what do I really like eating a lot, and I like fried plantain and eggs. I was like, oh, so do something with fried plantain and eggs. What can you do with fried plantain and eggs? And I thought, oh, I could do some things with fried plantain and egg. And I thought to myself, if I'm not frying my eggs, then I can also bake my eggs and at the same time like it. It allows me to be able to put my plantains in the oven and then go do whatever it is I want to do, and then come back and my food is ready. I'm a very picky eater, and because I'm a picky eater, I always like switching my recipes. I always like changing things in my food to give it that interesting and at the same time varieties. I'm excited about this recipe, and also it's going to be a challenging one for me. I'm a little bit nervous about this because I have a lot of ideas on how I want it to look at the end of it, and I have not been able to narrow myself down to a particular one, and it will be a little bit difficult for me picking one out of all that I have in my head. The first thing I did was that I made ribbons with the plantains, and the reason why I made the ribbons with plantains was I wanted to make the plantains the base of the pan, so that at the end of the day, the plantains were covering the eggs all together to make a dome with it. So after that, I put the plantains in the oven to bake a little bit and give it a crispy form. Then I brought it out. By that time, when the plantain was in the oven, I sauteed my chicken and my bell peppers, and then I broke my eggs. Then I mixed my chicken and bell peppers together with my eggs, brought out my baked plantains, half-baked plantains, because if you bake it too much, then you wouldn't get it the way you want it to be. Brought it out, poured my eggs with the chicken and bell peppers in it, put them in the pan, and then take them back into the oven. What's for dinner, Mom? I want spaghetti.
No. Jollof rice and chicken.
Fried yam and grilled fish.
Different meal requests by different family members? Yes, this can be such an exciting challenge. With Devon King's vegetable oil, there's an easy solution.
Racist!
Devon King's vegetable oil is the best choice for all occasions. With guaranteed quality, Devon King's brings you great taste for all your meals. Devon King's, great taste for every occasion.
Let's see what our guests think of Chef Zainab's rejig.
The taste is so amazing of it.
Tastes different.
I can actually taste so much of it. Tastes crunchy and so soft at the same time. Makes that nice juicy taste of it, of the egg, and then plantain actually complements it at the same time. And plus the extra things also add up to the flavor of the egg.
It hit differently. I can taste every single thing in here. The eggs, the vegetables, the plantain, even the spices, really nice.
There's plantain there, Sha. I know. This is plantain.
Is it like plantain sandwich with eggs? I'm not supposed to swear on TV. Whatever. This is really, 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 really nice. I like the taste, and it's different. It's not like the normal, the kind of plantain you make in your house, like just fry and then make egg on the side. Just look at it. This is really, really nice.
Being a chef now, I have realized that food can be having a lot of different ways, and I'm enjoying things I didn't think I was going to enjoy before, which has given me the opportunity and the reason to want to try things in different ways, and I'm enjoying them. So I am trying all sorts of things now, trying to see how far I can go with new things. My reaction when I poured the eggs into the pan of the baked plantain with the egg, with the chicken and the bell peppers, I was really scared. I was scared because looking at it in the liquid form I was so scared that will it actually form the way I wanted it to, and will it come out exactly as I planned? A major problem was I was thinking, will the eggs actually form the way I wanted them to form, and will it actually be easy to cut through when cutting through them? Was I going to have some liquids coming out or not? But at the end of it was perfect. I'm really feeling good about this because at the end of it was beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And I'm really happy about it. Thank you.
Does this new recipe bang or not? It does. It's banging in my head right now. And I just want to continue eating this food in front of me. So it bangs.
I love this new recipe. So yes, this recipe bangs. Like bang bang.
I love it.
I like it.
Maybe banger, not like bangest. So it's like a bang.
Am I adventurous enough with food to try this again? Personally, honestly, I'm very, very selective with food. It takes time for me to blend before I try new food. But this already looks good. The aroma is very nice. So it's very tempting to try. So yes, something like this, I would love to try again.
Absolutely, I'll be open to eat it going forward. I would love to know the recipe and try it.
I'm actually very adventurous with food enough to try this again. This makes sense. It really does.
Yes, I would. I won't change that at all.
Why?
Because I like it.
Maybe I'll not really try that much.
If I'm going to swap my regular recipe for this one, first of all, what's my recipe? Do I have a recipe? If I'm going to swap it for this one. But this is definitely a recipe that I like to have and try it. Like I said, one of those days when you're feeling fancy, you just want to have this and maybe a glass of wine or something, and then you're just Netflixing, but you know that you're still going to be hungry later. So you're still going to try something. So yeah, I will try this recipe, but not like swap another recipe for this.
Yes, I would swap my regular recipe for this recipe. It's really nice. It tastes really nice. It looks really nice, and everything about it is nice. So yes, I would.
I love my fried plantain though. So it could just complement, not swag completely.
From 1 to 10, 9. I don't want to say 10 because that would sound so cliche. It's really nice actually, but I wouldn't say 10, so I'll keep 1 to myself and give the chef 9. 7.
I picked 9 because I just love it. Just like it. I just like the way it is.
I'll do a 9 over 10. Or 10 over 10. Yeah, I could go for 10 over 10 because it actually looks healthier than the fried plantain. So I'll do 10 over 10.
So it's probably going to be like a 7. Yeah. Like a 7. No, let me be nice. 8.
DEVONKINGS.
DEVONKINGS.
DEVONKINGS. Devon Kings.
DEVON. I'm too confused. KINGS. Devon King.
DEVONKINGS. Devon Kings.
Do try Chef Zainab's recipe at home and tell us what you think via the social media handles on your screen using our hashtag. Till we meet again on the next episode, remember, it's not the meal you're tired of, it's eating the same way that has become boring.